Tonight's conversation is guaranteed to make people uncomfortable. We're talking about the black public figures accused of chasing white approval, attacking black movements, and reinforcing stereotypes for money, power, or attention. But we're also asking the other side. Has the word sellout become a weapon used against independent black voices who refuse to follow the crowd? Where's the line between free thought and betrayal, and who gets to decide? Stay tuned.
Are you ready for some controversy? Yeah. Are you ready for some fun? Yeah. Yeah. Are you ready for some laughs? Yeah. Let's get unfiltered with Cycle 4081.
Welcome back to another episode of Unfiltered with Cycle 4081. Today's episode is going to be sellouts, Sambos, and I always forget the last one. Self-hate, who really betrays the black community. And the first thing I want to talk about, since a lot of people don't know the term Sambo, they've heard of the term Uncle Tom, and the term Uncle Tom is really misused. Is a misused term, and the proper term would be Sambo. So, just to give you an idea what Sambo is, we already know what sellout is. We already know what self-hate is. I think most of us do. The term Sambo is historically racist stereotype dating back to slavery and segregation in the United States. It was used to portray black men as submissive, obedient, dependent, unintelligent, slow, lazy, and eager to please white authority figures. And back then, every white man was an authority figure. So the caricature appeared in a lot of minstrel shows, advertising, literature, and also pro-slavery propaganda to justify racial hierarchy. And we say racial hierarchy, meaning that the white man is superior and above the black man. And the idea that enslaved black people were naturally content with oppression. Okay. So, the black folks, they just love their condition. They love, being servants. They love serving the white man. So, no problem here. Just move on. So anyway, over time, within parts of the black community, the word evolved into an insult directed at black individuals perceived as people who defend racist systems or individuals. Wait, I'm sorry. Somebody just jumped on called the coon hunter. Right? It just made me laugh. All right. Defending racial systems or individuals, seeking approval from racist power structures, publicly attacking black causes for personal gain, remaining silent about racial injustice just to protect the status or opportunity. So today, the term remains highly offensive to some people, and is really emotionally charged term. So that's why we're going to use it in this title in today's discussion, because that's what we're about. We're about controversy. So even though it has roots in dehumanizing, racist imagery, we're going to talk about it and we're going to call it as it is. So now you guys know what the term Sambo is.
Coon hunter reporting
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
business.
He came out of nowhere.
Yeah, the coon hunter.
Coon hunter. Hey, listen. Who's on the line?
It's Donald Trump, the black Donald Trump, myself, coon hunter, and we have somebody as an observer.
Now.
It's Donald Trump, Slappy, Sambo, and Hambo.
Okay, now listen.
Everybody had to change their names for the episode.
Listen, I've been waiting for this episode because today y'all gonna have to let me cook on this one because I like. Listen, y'all gonna have to let me cook on this because in order to address this, you have to look at it. It's tiers, it's levels to the Sambo shit. It's levels to this coon shit. So you got tiers. It's like the Avengers. Like they each have powers, but the level of powers higher, lower. You know what I'm saying? So
Right. Yep.
you
I,
got the
yeah,
feds. You got
I look at it as it's like the military. You got the enlisted, the warrants, and you got the officers in that.
yeah,
And,
hell
and,
yeah.
and
You
just for
got
the record, we gonna call them out. I don't care. We're gonna call them out too, unless you guys are shy about it.
call what out?
We're gonna call out some of
The
these.
coon. Some of these
I'm gonna call
coons.
all of them out. I'm gonna call them all out.
Hey, me. I think this is an episode that your boy Bobby Bowden should have been on.
I told him about it. He said he was coming on.
He writing down his insults first.
Yo, all right. Hey, listen. Let's get into it. Let's get what we doing.
All right,
Let's
so
go. Let's get into it.
well, so we talked about the Sambo, right? And again, and let me this always that I'm having a disclaimer for every question. Historically, obviously, the stereotype was imposed by a racist society, and the racist society was U.S. society. Today, the term is often used internally within the black community. You don't hear white folks saying that. And we use it to accuse someone of enabling racism or prioritizing being accepted by the white power structures
But like
over
you said,
black solidarity.
use it wrong, and that's because they've never read the book.
That's a fact. That is a fact. I'm glad you mentioned that too. That the whole the Uncle Tom versus
Uncle
the
Tom.
Sambo
Yeah.
thing. Yeah. So
Yep.
I got into a discussion some time ago with a guy. Let's say he's a retired police officer, and I thought he fit this particular category, and he must have thought that for some reason that I didn't like him, and he mentioned it, and I said no, I wouldn't. I don't dislike you, and I wouldn't. He said, you probably think I'm Uncle Tom. I said no, no, I would never call you Uncle Tom. A
Uncle Tom help.
Sambo maybe, but I'm not gonna call his name out. Bob Speed.
Call him out. That's right, Bob Speed.
And no hard feelings, Bob Speed. I don't dislike you. I just think that you're a Sambo. I just have to call it as it is. No hard feelings. But question to you
Sambo.
guys: is the modern use of this term justified or is it harmful?
I think it's justified because not knowing not knowing what it is, it can't be harmful to them. They have no idea what the name or the background of the name means.
Okay, true.
It's truly justified though, and right now the only word that bothers us is the N word.
Right.
You can call black people. I've seen them call moon crickets,
Right.
all types of words, and
Damn.
they just that doesn't bother them. But the N word, which is prevalent in the vocabulary, is used every day, all day. But when another race calls you that, then you're triggered. So I think it's justified, and it wouldn't bother them because they don't even know what it is. They'll just come back with probably a better insult.
Right. Right.
Either, and then you know what? Either race. Not saying that the N word is labeled, only supposed to go to the, our kind. But either race, it wouldn't bother them.
What do you say, Coon Hunter?
Coon Hunter, I think it's justified because in today's society, and you gotta call people for what it is. You gotta call them out, man, because if you're a Sambo and if you're a coon, you are what you are. Wear that. Wear that.
Okay.
Because there's too many people out here. It's too many people out here masquerading in the black community as one of us, and they might as well have a white sheet on.
But that's right now they're not wearing anything. I don't even think
Nothing.
it's about a lot of people think about wrong and right anymore. I had a conversation with a guy, and he said this. I was shocked in the beginning, but as I thought about it, he was right. He said, "No, it's not about wrong or right anymore. It's just about understanding." That's how they look at it. It's about you understand them, where they're coming from, why they do things or say things. They understand us, why we do things or say things, and we just live. We continue on our own roads. That's what people think now.
Listen,
Yeah,
listen.
because Stephen A. Smith, sorry, aka Stephen A. Smith, sorry, aka Stephen A. Smith, that's the route he takes. He wants us to try to understand because he go back on his show after he says what he says and coons out on the ESPN. He goes back on his show and try to give us a
He said,
sad
"Coons
motivational
out."
speech where he's like, oh man, y'all just don't understand, where I'm coming from with it. So you're right, Marky. It's a lot of them. They do that. That's because that's their way of trying to cover up. Like Paul said, might as well have the white sheets on. That's their way of trying to cover up, trying to show you the white sheets is actually black sheets.
And,
So
and and they premise everything also in the beginning. Like I noticed with his show, he premises, "Well, I'm going to be wrong most of the time, but I'm going to be right
Yeah.
sometimes. I just want y'all to let me know."
Yeah, that's cowardice.
That's the
So
coon way of
right,
going.
Exactly.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
right.
just for the record, now we mentioned that word coon. We had the coon hunter, and we said Sambos, sellouts, and self hate. Now, for the record, what is a coon to you guys? And you can make it simple.
Stephen A.
Okay.
Smith.
Okay. So here's what I think a coon is. Coon is really, I think, raccoon.
There you
Raccoon.
go.
Raccoon has part black and part white. See, they don't know who the hell they are. Well, they want to be something else. So to me, I feel like a coon is a black individual who wants to be or assimilate into whiteness so bad that he downplays, he talks bad about his blackness.
And
That's what I believe.
I'm gonna
That's my
I'm
definition.
gonna
I
co-sign
like.
that, but I also
I
want to
like
add
that.
too that they wear that mask that a raccoon has as well.
There you go.
Do,
And
do,
So
do it do. Do it
yeah,
okay,
do.
and can I add this? I want to
yes,
add this. They wear that mask, but also how are they looked at?
right,
As thieves,
Yeah,
right,
dirtiest
yeah,
of the dirty,
yes.
from the gutter,
right.
I,
something you can't
I,
trust, you can't turn your back on, and dangerous.
So for you
I think
guys,
I think
okay,
oh,
go ahead,
I
go ahead.
think a coon. I think a coon is a black person because it could be a woman too. I think a coon is a black person who who portray as they love our people, but
Mm-hmm.
but deep down inside, they want to please the white people.
Be
So they're gonna go
accepted.
all out. They're gonna go
Yes.
all out. Yeah, they want to be accepted. They're gonna go all out more for the white the white man and go less for their black brother. So, but what they doing is like you said, the mask.
Right, the
You know
mask.
what I mean?
Right,
Like they put when they're wearing that mask, and it's like people, a lot of people that see through it. The stinger is when they see that black people now gonna call you out on it. I don't care what you did half backwards about towards our culture. They're gonna call you out on it because it's outweighing what you're supposed to be for us.
okay. So
That's how that.
Give me.
can any of this can you think of any situation where, because we talked about it, is it justified? And I think all of us, by what we said, we feel is justified, right?
Yeah.
So can any way possible can this be harmful? Calling somebody a Sambo. Crickets.
No,
I'm
no.
trying to be.
Shit. No.
I
Hey,
think
look, listen.
I think it can be harmful, depending on what their objective is. Now, they don't have to take the Sambo route. Maybe we're looking at them like that. Maybe they don't know they're taking that route.
Okay.
So in a case like that, I believe it can be harmful. If
Okay.
they just want to, I'm trying to think. Who's the guy? Who's the guy with the glasses and the half a afro? What is the guy name? Brian, you
Doctor
know who I'm talking about.
Doctor
Which one? I mean,
The older gentleman, um, damn it,
Cornell West.
Cornel
Al
West.
Sharpton. Al Sharpton.
oh,
No, Cornel West.
Cornell West. Right, right.
Yeah, I
Okay.
hate him. I don't know how y'all feel about him, but that's how I feel. Like I get a
I
burning in my stomach
I do too.
when he's speaking.
I do too.
He said, Marky said he get a goddamn, yo, a burning in your stomach. You get
Yes,
acid reflux when
you
when you
can't
see
stomach that
Cornell
guy at
West.
all.
Yeah. You know what? I agree. One now, while we mentioned him, okay, so we calling out names. So I'm gonna call it his compadre during that
I know
certain
who
time.
it is.
You know what I'm talking about? Was Tavis Smiley. I
Have
gotta
it smile.
I gotta call
Oh
I
my
gotta
goodness! I don't even say his name anymore. I
I
don't say
gotta
his name
call
anymore.
him out too
All right.
because I don't appreciate what
I
they
have,
did.
Chill out here.
They know what they did.
yeah, I have another one. I don't know
Chill out. Chill out
how
here.
true this is because he's built an empire, $1 billion empire,
Hmm.
and I didn't know it. I had to look him up and read about him last year.
I knew you were gonna say.
Byron Allen.
I knew you were gonna say that.
You know what?
I
Now,
knew you were gonna say
because
Byron Allen.
and I could be wrong because you can't find too much about Byron Allen or where he stands.
Right. So I'm gonna say this, and he's an easy target, but Byron Allen has actually been a spokesperson for the unfair
Yes.
treatment. But here's where I'm gonna still put him on that shelf. He's a billionaire, or if he's not, he's close to it, right?
No, he's a billionaire.
Oh, he's a
Now.
billionaire.
Oh,
Okay.
he's a billionaire. He's a
Okay.
billionaire.
He's the one that's going to buy, or he bought PBS. I
Right.
believe it's him.
Yes. Yes. So my thing is,
He bought the Weather Channel too.
you can
Okay,
advocate
okay.
you can advocate on certain platforms and certain levels, and you're advocating on behalf of other rich people, right? Because you want to
Yeah.
get to a certain place or whatever. But I've not heard him advocate on the level where people are most affected. I don't care about billionaires. I don't care if a billionaire gets squeezed out of a deal. I don't care. You're still a billionaire. But I'm talking about the people who are making I'm even go better than that. Under people who are making under $500,000 a year, advocate for those. Advocate for the people who are making under $100,000 a year. I don't care about billionaires. I don't care if you guys get squeezed out of the billionaire, club of the NFL or whatever. It'd be nice. Okay, I'm cool with that. If you want to advocate for them, but advocate for everybody. So I haven't seen it, so I'm still gonna put him on the
No.
undetermined shelf.
Byron. First, let me say this: Byron Allen only advocates for himself and his self-interest.
Okay.
And what he does, he uses the whole "I'm a black man" bullshit. You're not advocating for people for their health care. You're not advocating for inner city people. You advocate saying, why can't I have a seat at the table with the white billionaires? That's selfish, and he's a Sambo. Now, secondly, I want y'all to understand who Stephen A. Smith is. He's a lapdog. He's a lapdog for the white man. See, because I'm gonna tell you this. He'll tell you this. Oh, what's your job, Stephen A? My job is to come in here and make as much money as I can for my boss. Yes, boss. Yes, boss. So with that being said, and they'll pay me handsomely. So but the trade-off of being paid handsomely is you're going to do everything that they tell you to do.
Right.
They take
Stephen
something
A.
from you.
Smith,
They take something from you.
yeah, he talks down to black athletes. He talks down to black athletes, but he never has that same smoke for a white man. As a matter of fact, Donald Trump called him stupid and dumb. You know what he said? Hey, no, he has his opinion. I like Donald Trump. That's a sucker ass move. But you got the smoke for Jasmine Crockett. You got all the smoke for the black
The journalists.
female commentators.
Right.
That's what I said. That's what I said. Yo, he never advocates. Like, he got cachet at ESPN, and ESPN have been whitewashing that network for years. Yo, you got people that you call your boys and stuff like that. You ain't advocating for them to stay to keep their job.
Right.
Like that's why he's a Byron Allen. He's only going to advocate for his
himself.
paycheck.
Yes.
He's only going to advocate for himself. And the thing about it is this: if they going to they say, hey, you, Stephen A, lay down and play dead. He gonna lay down and play dead. They're gonna tell him to get up and fetch. Stephen A gonna get up and fetch. He gonna do everything that they tell him to do. And what they gonna do? They gonna give him a little biscuit. Hey, we got a little bonus for you here. Oh yes, boss. Yes, boss. Thank you, boss.
Right.
Who else you want me to attack, boss?
Right. Now I'm gonna tell you why. Stephen A is worse. I'm gonna tell you, in my opinion, right? I agree 100% with what you said, but I'm gonna take it a little bit further. Why Stephen A is on that list of Sambos and sellouts, right? I don't think it's a self-hate because again, he's selfish. He likes himself a
Yeah,
lot. He's
yeah,
just
yeah,
selfish.
yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you why. Because he's a sports analyst, sports commentator. He's a sports personality. You can even say a sports entertainer. However,
Right, right.
when you voluntarily go outside your lane to attack a political figure or to defend a vile political figure who has no love for the black community at all, or attack any other black athletes, or especially I'm gonna call it black women in particular, right? You're going out of your way. You don't have to go outside the arena to attack these people, but you do. So you're for that. He's in a higher level of Sambo. He's a
He's
general.
yeah, he's in that tier. But I gotta say this. See, I had to really think about this.
General
So
Sambo.
Yes.
the OG, the OG of Coon, we're gonna write the OG of Coonness in this society. He's the grandfather of it all, Clarence Thomas.
Oh yeah.
Clarence Thomas, and the reason why he's the OG is because he's a coon that impacts
Everybody.
policy
Exactly.
and rules. And so here's my personal opinion, and I don't care. Here's what I think. I think Clarence Thomas done they done fucked Clarence Thomas in the ass. They done got him on camera. They done got him, because when you're in the political
Oh, you think he's
arenas
compromised?
he compromised. Cause you wonder why. You see why some of these black celebrities, like, damn, why y'all doing that? Something gotta be they gotta have something on y'all. Man, they get them in compromising positions and stuff like that. And then they own you. They own you. Clarence Thomas has been brought and paid for decades ago.
Right. You know what I think tipped him over the scale, honestly? Now, he was like this anyway, but what tipped him over the scale was that trial. When he was his
Yes.
confirmation trial. When Al Gore got into him over Anita Hill, his sexual harassment of her, and all the Democrats and all the, but no, we don't want him, don't be giving us a Clarence Thomas to replace a Thurgood Marshall, right? So I think right then he was like, oh, psychologically, I think he was like, okay, I'm gonna get y'all back, right? Then with a lot of men, right, they go and they marry a white woman, and there's nothing wrong with marrying a white woman, okay? But you marrying a white woman who have those conservative or far right beliefs or ideology, and you suck it right in because now you want to be in her circle and you want to be in their circle. So for Clarence Thomas, woo, Lord, his name should be actually.
I have one that's I was on the fence about.
He's Thanos.
He's
I have one. Now, maybe
go ahead, Marky. I got one too.
Brian, you and Brian, I'm making real quick, meet. My bad. Brian and Coon Master, I forgot his name, Coon Catcher.
Coon Hunter.
Probably know better than me. I've always thought this. I could be wrong. Sammy Davis Jr. It always rubbed me wrong.
Good morning, man.
It always rubbed me the wrong way, man.
Is it because of the rat?
Am I right? It's because he
the
was with the
Rat
Rat Pack, and
Dean
the jokes
Martin,
that they were
Frank
giving him,
Sinatra.
they had the good times jokes thrown at him on stage in some of the material. The black kid or whatever, or because he came from he was on what was the show he was on?
He was on All in the Family. He was on
Little
I'm
Rascals. He did some episodes of Little Rascals.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell
Sammy
you
Davis
about
Jr.
Sammy Davis
But
Jr.
what
I'm gonna
my
tell you about
thing
Sammy
with him was
Davis Jr.
he took those punchlines as part of the show. I wouldn't want that. They accepted him as a brother and part of the pack, but it seemed like only if he was, taking those punches.
Right.
I could be wrong about him, but I never heard him
So,
advocate or anything.
so Sammy Davis Jr. and in all fairness, Sammy Davis Jr. he was an activist for acting for Black Power. However, the lines get blurred because Sammy Davis activated for Black Power, but he wanted to keep that Vegas money going. So he he sat there and played that little Bojangles role, you know, the
Yep.
little
Mr.
shucking jive.
Bojangles, his song,
Yeah,
Mr. Bojangles.
yeah.
Yeah.
He was shucking and jiving for them people, but then later on, he was an activist. Now, if you notice, Sammy Davis' popularity started declining once he came out, and you start seeing him at these activist rallies. He wasn't the good Negro anymore. He wasn't the happy go lucky dancing Negro, tap dance Negro no more.
Right.
So when white America identifies you as a happy Negro, you're good. But once you step out of there and they say, "Oh, this ain't the Sammy Davis Jr. that I'm used to, the grinning, smiling, tap dancing Negro. He's for the black people." No shit, he's black. So
I couldn't get with him, Paul, because
right,
before he started being an activist, guess who was the activist before him?
Paul Robeson.
What's my man name? No, that was in the group with him. What's the guy named?
Oh, Jerry.
He's supposed to be the best.
Oh, Jerry
The best
Lewis.
croner
Sidney
in the world.
Poitier.
Oh
No.
Dean Martin.
No,
Dean Martin.
Sidney Poitier.
no.
The leader
Sinatra.
of the Rat Pack.
Sinatra.
Oh,
Sinatra was
Frank
on the
Sinatra.
front line before
Yeah,
Sammy was. Now
he
come
was
on.
more black than Sammy.
I'm gonna do you one better, Brian.
Okay.
Marky, you might have said this name already. I don't know this dude name. Who's the guy that almost got in a fist fight with Corey Holcomb on that whole thing on Corey Holcomb show with the glasses?
Okay, I remember the fist fight, but I don't remember who he was fighting.
I think Marky said somebody with glasses. That might have been that guy. I'm not sure, but Corey Holcomb had him on his show, and he was going against black people. He was kind of like, you know how black people, how Corey Holcomb been down, or we all been down for black people, and this and that or whatever. That was the coon. That was the coon Hulk right there too.
I thought that was over Corey Holcomb calling the dude out of his name.
He called him out of his name. Yeah.
No, but the dude is some people call him a black racist.
Is he a comedian?
I don't think he's a comedian. I think he's
well.
somebody that speaks.
When you figure it out, let me know. But let me go because we only on the first question. We always
Damn.
Oh.
All right. So now, when I spoke about this earlier, we talked about the independent thinker, right? Can the label of a Sambo sellout be weaponized against independent thinkers, right? People who do independently think and we don't like it because it goes against, I guess the majority opinion. Can that be weaponized against those people who want to be independent or have independent thoughts?
I think it can. I think it can, but I think that the thing is, most people, it's weaponized against people because they don't understand where this person's coming from. Like okay, I consider myself a free thinker. Like I'm not just going to say things. I'm not going to say things just because everybody else is saying it. I'm thinking about it. I'm going to do my research and stuff like that. But I'm pro-black. But some things I might just say, like I'm gonna call my when it needs to. I'm gonna call my community out. I'm gonna say, yo, we gotta do better on this shit. Yo, that's embarrassing. We gotta do better. That don't mean that I'm a Sambo or anti-black. That means that I love my black community so much that I'm gonna call you out and say, hey, we gotta do better.
Right.
So sometimes when they don't understand, because people can get emotional and defensive and they don't understand where sometimes the free thinkers coming from. Mm-hmm. They love the community and they're gonna hold the community accountable the same way they're gonna hold the white power structure accountable. It don't mean that, oh, I love the black community any less. It mean that, yo, at the same time that I'm calling them out, tell them to do better. Yo, we got to do some internal house cleaning too.
Exactly. Well, I'm gonna take this another step too. I think that most of the people who claim to be the independent thinker, right? When you're talking about these people who have positions of power or influence or whatever. Those that call themselves the independent thinker is really using that as an excuse. And this is what I've seen.
Yup.
It's not that they're independent thinker, because the independent thinker is not going to just come out and say, well, I'm an independent thinker and this is how, la, la, la. Is reason why they say that is because they have to separate themselves from the popular opinion, the common opinion, the opinion of the black masses, or the, whatever. So if this term can be weaponized against the so-called independent thinker, yes, and I say justifiably so, use it, because those are the tools to use in warfare, and well, I guess a social warfare, because these so-called independent thinkers, and like I said, I'm using the ones that I've seen on social media and those who have platforms, when you see them on the news or whatever, that says that, yes, definitely use it against them. Independent thinkers, you guys who so-called can't get with the whole black cause. That's what it is.
Right.
That's what it is. So yeah, but question for you guys though: who gets to define racial loyalty? We always say that a person is not loyal or not for the black community or selling out or whatever. Who gets to define that?
Good question.
Okay.
I believe
that it may be
Shouldn't
a
be the
simple
oppressor.
question
It
of
should never be the oppressor.
the oppressor gets to define.
No, it should never be the oppressor.
Oh yeah, good point.
it
Good
should
point.
never be the oppressor.
I'm going to say the who defines that, and this is kind of common. It's not really higher level thinking or anything like this, but is how does everything get defined? By the court of public opinion. And when I say the court of public opinion, I'm talking about the court of public black opinion.
The community, yes.
That's we as the general populace can, and let me tell you, this is going back to that too. We as the court of public opinion, black public opinion, we often do that. We often use those terms as to weaponize against the so-called free thinker or the black Republican or the conservative, whatever, the black Trump supporter. And it can be harmful. This is one of the reasons why it can be harmful in this particular circumstance. Our people, we are an emotional group. We're a very, very emotional group. And sometimes emotions trump logic and reason. And when we use these words against people who really don't fit because we don't understand, right? We don't get in there. We don't critically think. We don't dive into the intricacies of this whole, thing. We get emotional. Oh, he's going to support such and such. He's a sellout. Da, 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 da. Some of them is obvious. Some of them is obvious. But I'm talking about those people who do certain things and we label them that, not understanding why they do it or not understanding the big picture. That's when it can become harmful. And sometimes people do things to get a seat at the table. The point is you can do things to get a seat at the table, but don't step on your black community to do it.
I'll give you an example. And this right here is a complex situation because I love this guy. I love this guy as a rapper. Okay.
Ice Cube.
No. As a rapper.
Oh, I'm gonna call him out.
I believe that he's the best rapper.
Oh, me.
Okay. Jay-Z. Okay. Now, the reason why I say this is because he falls in the category of a Byron Allen. See, if it doesn't make dollars and cents for him, it's not going to do it. Now, if it's going to be on the liberal side, it makes dollars and cents. He going to step over there. But but he's always having these secret conversations. Like, you don't think that when there's an uprising and there's something going on in the black community and these billionaires want the revolt or rebellion to be quashed, they secretly call him, hey man, get your people in line, da 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 da, because they think that because black people we worship entertainers and athletes and we sing by every word or every action they do. So they think that, hey, you know what? If we put this entertainer or this athlete out there and we feed him and tell him this is what I need you to do, his people are going to get in line. They've done that for centuries. They've used athletes as the mouthpiece of the black community when the real leaders were talking, but they wasn't hearing them because all they were seeing was the guy with the football uniform on. All
Correct.
they were seeing was the guy with the basketball uniform on, stuff like that. So
Well,
Jay-Z, yeah, he supported Barack Obama, he supported prison initiatives. Yes, he has. But his mind has always been set on getting a higher seat at the table, aka specifically trying to get a seat at the NFL table.
well,
He supported Kaepernick until it wasn't beneficial. It wasn't until it wasn't beneficial to support Kaepernick
Bingo.
I'm
because
Yep.
I'm
Exactly.
a, I'm a,
because
I'm gonna agree with you on that.
he was angling he was angling to get his foothold in the NFL, and he was talking about, oh, this is just progress for us. No, it was progress for you because what you're trying to do is you're trying to own a team. We all know this is what you're doing.
Right.
You're trying to run the ladder because, oh, I'm in charge. I'm in charge of the NFL entertainment. Why? Why? Because you figure I'll start there. I work myself up. I'm gonna get in the good graces of these white owners, and they gonna say, you know, you've been a good boy. We got a team opening out. You can purchase this team.
Okay.
So he does it with with his own agenda. The Target,
So
the
wait a minute.
Target
So
boycott.
let me jump in there real
Come on,
quick.
man.
Let me jump in there real quick.
Everybody.
So here's my thing with that.
Yeah,
I'm not disputing anything you said as far as
yeah,
all the,
yeah.
the events, whatever. I'm gonna say this is why I think it's different or it's separate. And you throw your Jay-Z card out there, I'm gonna throw an Ice Cube card out there. That's
Oh,
that's my card, okay? And I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna tell you the difference, right? Jay-Z has always been for Jay-Z, obviously, because he's a hustler. He's about them dollars, right? He's going to do whatever. He's going to put himself in the best position that he can for himself. However,
yeah,
like you said, when he did bring, us to the table.
yes,
He,
yes.
of course, he's going to benefit. So you got people who are going to. Was he's different from Byron Allen because Byron Allen's always been for himself and himself only. Whereas, if you look at Jay-Z and his sports management, right, that was created because he was trying to assist black athletes in getting better deals and
Right,
not getting screwed over.
right.
Jay-Z had other stuff he was doing in Africa as far as like building wells for villages in Africa, whole bunch of different things, right? So yes, Jay-Z is going to be looking out for his own self-interest. Yes, we all know that. That's what he does. And he's going to take some criticism for, I guess the power that he has and the influence and the position he plays. But I'm glad you mentioned Target. So going back to black people, we get high on things. We get fired up on things,
We do.
and
We
then
do.
and just like everything, it fizzles out. Which most, not just black people, that's what happens. Things fizzle
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
Now, even with the Target thing, okay, so Target removed I think it started with the DEI thing, the diversity,
yeah.
equity and inclusion thing, which a lot of places were doing, a lot of corporations were doing
Right,
under the
right.
pressure of Donald Trump. Now, the difference with Target, though, this is, and I don't know if you guys know this, money always makes a difference. When them shareholders got hold, when Target started losing the millions
That
of
money.
dollars, right? So them shareholders jumped in there and was like, wait a minute, this has to stop, So the board, not the board, the shareholders came up there and they did their own little protest. And I don't know the makeup, the racial makeup or ethnic makeup of the shareholders or whatever, but I would guess that they're probably not majority black, right? That's just my guess,
Right,
right?
right.
And then they changed it. So, and I'm not saying they changed it because it was a good thing, or I mean, out of the goodness of their heart. They changed it because it was the
For
goodness
the
out of their
money.
pocket, right?
Right.
So now, when that happens, yes, boom, move on, make it better. Try to get your foothold in there. Same with Walmart, Costco, Home Depot, all these different, different things. We can't keep sitting on the outside of things,
Right.
but go in there, make a change, force a change, because that's what's happening. Force a change, and then take advantage of the opportunities that are given. That's what I see when it comes to Jay-Z. Now, this is where it's different. Okay, Jay-Z has never told anybody, I don't care what anybody tell you. You don't have to go out there and vote, right? Or
Right. Right.
or cozy up to Donald Trump. Well, give him a chance because at least he came up with this platinum plan for black folks and not a
Oh yeah, Ice Cube
Negro,
with that
please.
bullshit.
He ain't had some platinum plan. So Ice Cube, he's on that. I'm the Trump
That's a
the Jay Z part with
disappointment,
it.
man.
It is a
That's so.
disappointment because I
It
loved
is,
Ice
man.
Cube. I loved Ice Cube.
Yeah, man.
Gangster,
Yeah.
gangster. So, but not only did he do it once, but he did it twice. Because the first time he was sowing division or doubt in the whole election process, and black people coming out
Right.
to do, obviously I don't care who was on the other side. Donald Trump was the worst. Was the worst.
Yes.
Anybody but him. I don't care who they had. They could have had freaking the corner store owner Joe the plumber, not Joe the plumber because he's an asshole too, but anybody. I don't care anybody over him. And why would you go out there
Right.
and use your platform to sow division or doubt to help get this man elected? Now, same thing with some of the other ones.
Kanye West. Kanye West.
Oh, that's gonna be your card, Kanye West.
Yeah,
Yeah.
put his ass
Yeah.
on there.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Definitely.
but
Hold on now. You think Kanye West is one?
oh,
I don't.
He
absolutely,
is one.
absolutely.
Yes, he is one.
See, I
Nigga,
disagree. I'm gonna tell you.
that nigga, that
He's
nigga,
He's
just,
not. He's
that nigga,
not.
that
a
nigga
Trump
Kanye
supporter.
West is the Iron Man of coons.
I don't see.
Yeah.
He's not one. He's not even one of my favorite people at all. But the man has gone through a lot with his mother, his best friend, and then everybody. And then
Man.
who were you just speaking about? Jay-Z
Mm-hmm.
taking advantage of him. His mother. Nobody's there for him.
Wait
But
a
his
minute,
mother,
wait a
the
minute,
only
wait a
one he
minute, wait
had.
a minute,
Oh,
wait a minute, wait a
Jay-Z
minute.
didn't take advantage of
Exactly.
Kanye.
Oh man,
Kanye,
Jay-Z takes
Kanye's
advantage of.
arrogance.
Hold on.
Ka-
Jay-Z takes
Kanye's
advantage.
arrogance and ego took advantage of himself.
Exactly.
Well, Jay-Z didn't help at all, man. You
Jay
can't
Z.
distance yourself without
Wait a minute.
taking from him.
So Jay Z's
Without
not
taking
Diddy.
from him.
Jay Z has never been one who's known for taking advantage of his artists. Jay Z is like,
No,
hey,
oh Brian.
wait a
Brian,
minute,
don't do that,
let me finish
Brian.
my sentence. Let me finish my sentence. It was. I'm gonna lay it out there, and we ain't talking about him as an artist. I'm talking about him as a record owner or a manager, whatever. Obviously, we heard Jay Z likes a song. He want to jump on it and then put it on his album. Everybody does that.
Yeah, he gonna
Yeah,
take it. It
yeah.
won't give you credit.
He gonna
Yeah.
do- He
So,
gonna do that.
but in that same note, there's always a trade off and stuff like things like that. But my thing is with
Kanye did it too.
who Kanye.
Kanye would do it too.
Well, what I'm saying is with Kanye, the difference with Kanye is Kanye openly advocated wearing a MAGA hat.
Yes.
Okay.
The swastika
White Lives Matter.
White
He was
Lives
wearing
Matter.
that
White Lives
bullshit.
Matter. White Lives Matter.
in the
Big
black
L, Yep.
the black KKK outfit, right? Fuck,
Okay, when you talk about
fuck
his antics, I
Kanye.
get what you're saying.
I don't care.
Yeah, I
I
get what
don't
you're
care.
saying. When
I
you
don't.
talk about his antics, but to be
Yeah,
honest with you, he's gone through trauma.
I don't
Not
care.
like none
Yeah.
of us have gone through trauma, but he's
And
gone
then
through a lot of
Marky.
trauma on the biggest stage
Yeah.
with his so-called friends who were holding his hand at first when he was the star. Then when his light dimmed, they stabbing him in the back or leaving him on
Nah,
stage,
I,
leaving him to
nah.
go for
He got
whatever
out of
trauma
control.
I
that he
think
had.
He out of
Yeah,
yeah,
control.
that
So
he
they
did
put
get
him.
out of control, but he had assistance. He
But
had
okay, Marky.
assistance.
It's like this. If me and Brian are doing something right, I'm down with Brian. But Brian start acting crazy and start acting shady and detrimental,
you gotta cut him
and
loose.
it could possibly blow on me. Yo,
But
I
that's the
gotta.
th- but
Hey, I
that's the
gotta
thing.
separate from you.
You're right about that, but that's the thing. They've always said the inner circle. If you listen to there's a guy. I'm gonna say this, then I'm gonna get off, and we can go on with the rest of the question. There's a guy named Choke No Joke. He was their cameraman.
I know him.
Yeah,
Listen
yeah,
to his
yeah.
interviews. Jay Z always little boy Kanye. He made him pay for tickets, even when Kanye made beats and gave him beats. He told him he couldn't rap. Told him to his face, nah, you can't rap. Stick to making beats.
And
Like
he
he
can't.
always
I
had this.
agree. Wait a minute.
Yeah,
Stop the press.
A little boy. That's
I'm
right,
this.
little boy.
Look, I've always said he's good. Kanye, make them beats. You're a genius when it comes
Make
to
the
them.
beat.
But your
I
rapping,
never thought he
your
was a good
delivery,
rapper.
stop, please, please for me, stop.
Yeah, yeah.
no,
Old Dirty
Yes,
Bastard rap better than Kanye.
nah, we're gonna do that. We
Con,
just
Con.
wanna.
Let me
All right,
tell you.
all right, all right,
Old
Mark.
Dirty
You know,
Bastard.
Sky High, the Prince was writing the majority of Kanye's lyrics. What's your name? What's the old boy from the Clips?
Oh, Pusha T.
Oh, Pusha
Pusha,
T.
Pusha. Then you had so Kanye would always have a bunch of, and he didn't say, like, he didn't say, oh, I'm the most lyrical. He employed these guys, so it wasn't like they was like people was taking lyrics from him. He was doing the same damn thing, and they wasn't getting credit because they said that. Now, as far as Jay Z and Kanye, when you in that relationship, now it happens like that in the rap game. When you have, if you have, it's like they always say, you got to pay your dues. So yeah, you gonna get a superstar going little boy you.
And
They
make no
going little boy
mistakes.
you.
Make no mistakes. He didn't give him anything. He didn't give him anything. He
Okay,
sold
Jay-Z.
him. No, 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 no,
Jay-Z.
no, 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 no. That's not how it works. Just like when you talked about what's the name? Cameron, Bleak, all of them, right? When you
Yeah.
got somebody who has beats of Timberland, what's the other guy that's real I forgot his name. Anyway, they
Pharrell.
not Pharrell. There's another guy who's
Guru.
Guru, right? They make beats, right? Sometimes they themselves have their favorite rapper. Sometimes they do put these things out to other rappers to say, hey, I have this. Do you like it? Blah, blah, blah. Right? So let me say Paul's one of the top five. We gonna use Paul. Let's say Drake comes in and he says, hey, I'm a songwriter and Drake wants my song, right? And then there's somebody else who wants Paul wants my song. Paul's a singer too. Guess what? Paul's my brother, but fuck Paul.
I ain't getting that goddamn song. Yeah, I ain't getting that. And guess what, Marky? I already know that shit. I know I ain't getting
Exactly.
this goddamn song.
Exactly. I might buy him something like after Drake gets
Yeah.
14 billion streams. But
Right.
but make no mistake, these guys, this is competition. And if Jay-Z's if I was owner of Rockefeller or the Rock Nation, when it comes to certain things, guess what? I'll get prioritized. Cameron said that. He said when we was in the studio, they already knew him. His what's his group called?
Dipset.
Dipset. When they was in the studio, Jay come by, whatever. They already knew when Jay comes by, it's his studio. Everybody got to move. You just move out. They're artists also on the same label, but he's big homie, right? That's just how it is. And it's been done to him. What was Cameron's song? Oh boy.
Yeah, it's been done to him. It's been done to him.
Right? That was supposed to be for Jay-Z, but guess what? Cameron was like, I got it first. Now I'm taking it. It's done. So, but again, where I separate these people from, you're not using your platform to sway public opinion from black causes.
Right.
You're using your
Okay.
platform. You're using your platform to undermine it. And Kanye is up there. He is top 3. I'm not even gonna put Snoop in there because, all right, Snoop talked a lot of shit, but guess what he did? He ended up going and doing something with Donald Trump and made himself a hypocrite. But guess what? He never once used his platform to say, hey, you guys, vote for Donald Trump. Hey, you guys, don't go out to vote. Hey, you guys.
Just look crazy as hell.
Yes.
He just made himself look crazy.
Now,
Yeah.
he did say, yeah, you're right.
Because man, he was like, yo, if anybody out there perform for Donald Trump, man, they coons, they da 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 da. Now, 4 years, 6, 7, 8 years later, he up there, damn, he the first one in line. So it makes Snoop look crazy because you got these the white people saying, look at that.
Right.
Money made him change his
Absolutely.
whole. So he sold his people out on that. I didn't. He did not say go out there and vote for Donald Trump. He just he just said he made a business move that said fuck it. I know what I said before, but I'm gonna get this money.
Exactly. Exactly. And let me tell you, and this is why I'm not giving Snoop a pass on that because one, it's different. Me, if Donald Trump said, as much as I talk about him, right? And he said, well, hey, I give you $10 million to, direct traffic at my such and such, right? Or whatever it is. You know what? Guess who's gonna be out there in a in a bright yellow or orange traffic vest, right?
Yeah.
I don't have the money. Like Snoop is fine. Snoop didn't need the money. Snoop is that money is
No.
not going to change Snoop. He's not changing lives with that. Now, and
Right.
I'm gonna say somebody like any of us over here, if they offered you $2 million to hold up a sign that said fuck Joe Biden. I'm gonna tell you why I said that because I saw a guy in Nashville doing the same thing. But there's not one of us on this panel that wouldn't take $10 million to put a sign out there and hold it up.
Oh yeah, I'm holding that motherfucker up.
Exactly.
Mhm.
So,
I'm
I
but it,
mean,
holding it up
but
on
but
10 toes.
but it's different.
that,
Exactly, it's different. We don't have that platform. We don't have. That's a life changing event for a lot of people. Snoop is not a life. You rich already. You rich. So
and Snoop. The thing about it is this: you're influential in the rap game, right? So
exactly.
so what happens is when you do that, other people say shit, fuck it, it's okay. Oh, Nelly, the motherfucker Ludacris, all of oh fucking
Exactly.
Snoop doing it, it's probably okay. Because you gotta understand who Snoop just came off the fucking Olympics.
Right.
Like you know what I'm saying? And like he was America's once again, he was like the fucking new Sammy Davis Jr. He was the new Sammy Davis Jr.
And you know what? He
He
is.
was the
He is the most popular rapper in the
Oh,
world.
yep. In the world.
yes,
In the
yes.
world. So
Not threatening, not threatening. Oh, Uncle Snoop. Oh,
oh,
hell, 20 years ago, you couldn't stand his ass.
right.
Yeah, it's just like it's just like, and I don't mean to take it off. 30 years ago, Martin Luther King was the most hated man in America.
Right.
20, 30 years ago, Muhammad Ali was the most hated man in America. Now, you got motherfuckers quoting Martin Luther King, and you go, oh, Muhammad Ali was a great
Right.
humanitarian. Well, he was a humanitarian 30 years ago, but you took him to jail for that
Exactly.
shit.
Exactly.
So the thing about it is this is that um people become coons and sellouts when they look at the benefits, how they can progress. And once again, we're looking at a capitalistic society. Oh man, and to be honest, I believe that Snoop did not get to this level without the assistance of Martha Stewart,
Well,
because
exactly.
Yep.
Martha
Yep.
Stewart
I agree.
opened
I
the
agree.
doors, opened the doors in the rooms that Snoop would never have been privy to at all.
Right.
But because he developed a relationship with Martha Stewart, he was able to get into those rooms. And I know Snoop didn't come in there gangster. He shucked and jive. Come on now. He was tap dancing. He was doing all the he probably was talking. He probably was talking a different language. He probably was talking like, how you guys doing? He probably was talking like, what up, cuz? He wasn't doing that. Hey, how are you guys doing?
Right.
Oh, damn, Snoop. I didn't know you had that voice in you. So he probably was doing all that shucking and jiving. But when people look at when they put the financial and the influence benefits over their integrity, that's when you get that's when the coon and the sellout stuff
Right.
is crazy.
That money. That money. And
The
I said,
money.
and sometimes again, it's not always the money. on every level, because again,
Right.
once you rich, there's how rich can you get to sell your soul? You're not. It's not a life changing thing. That's my point. You know, Snoop was already rich. Snoop is going to do this, and this to increase his brand or get him more money and his wealth and fame, whatever. I get it, but at that point, you don't need to do that. Chrisette Michelle, remember at the inauguration when
Yeah, that's
everybody,
crazy.
right? I
Yeah.
loved Chrisette Michelle, right?
She ain't never been the same.
Nope. So she sacrificed her career for that dude, and he's not calling her
Here's the
back.
crazy thing. Here's the crazy thing. He didn't even pay her the money that she was promised to get.
Oh, so he treated like he does everybody else.
Everybody else. That's what I'm saying. You know what he does.
Right.
He has a track record. He promised her $250,000. Man, they said that the man gave her $10,000 to $15,000.
Yeah,
and was
that's
giving her the runaround.
That's his MO.
Like, so career suicide for that.
Yeah, that's crazy. But give me a word of the day. For I guess part 1 of this episode.
I would say accomplished.
Accomplished. Okay, so today's word of the day is accomplished. And for you guys who are newbies, or if you get the word of the day for every episode during the month, and this is the month of August, send it into unfiltered.cycle4081@gmail.com, and you have the opportunity to win a prize. And it's going to be first come, first serve. Everything's time stamped and everything, and we got some good stuff in there. So, but I want to thank you guys for joining us, and hopefully you'll stay for part 2, because we're going to talk about in the next part. We're going to talk about why some black public figures celebrated more by white audiences after criticizing black culture, and is there a difference between accountability, as you mentioned earlier, and racial betrayal? So we have some more in-depth questions coming up. So hopefully you guys are come back with us for part 2 of this episode.
Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Unfiltered with Psycho 4081. Big respect to our guests for keeping it real, and love to every listener rocking with us week after week. This conversation ain't over yet. Stay locked in for the next episode coming soon. Until next time, keep it unfiltered with Psycho 4081.